So, you know, when it comes to a dispute of a financial nature, that's one thing. But when and again, it was brought up by one of the persons that comment. Oh, leave her alone. Yeah, listen. There's no. First of all, she talks about some like order, restraining order. I have never received such order. So maybe this is not even talking about me. I just assumed that it was about me because I've had a interesting and very long history with Nicole, which started from a referral from a mutual friend who was a another YouTuber who I was close friends with, and I began to talk to her for life coaching and yeah, and then when I talked to her, it was like I got it was like an energy just kind of like it was just I haven't really experienced that before. And then apparently I had what they called a Kundalini awakening, where like all of a sudden like I begin to have spiritual gifts and I begin to see in clairvoyance and and I began to realize this is a sign of Kundalini awakening. So it's like at that point, I'm thrown into the water like I need guidance. Like and there was a point where, Nicole and I were talking and like, it kind of came on my heart, like to like kind of share something. Like things are like personal for me, like I was really like, confiding in her and she kind of took what I said and twisted it into like making it personal, which I was trying to share, some of my own story, and she started, trying to like presume my like secret intentions. She said something like, "You seem to have these secret intentions, and they must be at least romantic." And it got to the point where I was like, "Look, I don't have like romantic intentions, all right? I don't have secret intentions." Literally, like, I trusted you as a guru, and honestly, I have learned a lot these days about like false gurus and false teachers, and not saying Nicole is a false teacher because honestly, there is no such thing as a true teacher or a false teacher. That idea is bullshit. Everybody you meet in life is a teacher. Nicole has taught me many things. It doesn't make her true or false. I don't judge Nicole. I'm a little amused by the recent turn of events because it seems to me like she wanted a situation to occur where it's like I had owed her some money for a session and I paid her for it, but it's like she and I don't want to even say this, but she got my family involved, and I'm like, how do you go and find my mom and my brother's address online somehow, and you send them stuff about us? And I'm like, Nicole, number one, we were never a thing. We were never together. We were never in a relationship. Number two, maybe it's just an ego thing, but like, when somebody tries to say like, this guy's harassed, this guy, like, it just, and maybe I don't know the whole story. I'm kind of honestly interested in knowing like what is actually going on, because at the same time it's like, how like do you go from, well, it's just I trusted her. I paid her a lot of money. I have paid her now over $500, and I'm gonna be honest, since I met her, my life has been really, really rough. And I'm not blaming this on her. I'm just saying that, you know, she didn't have to be the way she was about the whole money situation. Like, was really unnecessary and unkind. And then to make it about, like, love and romance, and it's just like, God, like, I don't feel that way about her. Like, I never have felt that way about her. Like, what's up, kitty? So, I mean, I was like, I viewed her as like a part of my soul tribe, and I thought she could relate to like the fact that like, yo, like, just because you've had a situation in your past that somebody was stalking you, somebody was harassing you, somebody was, it doesn't mean you have to like now, you know, try to incite negative emotions, try to disturb my inner peace, try to mess with my finances, because pretty sure she was doing some occult magic on me to curse my finances, because as soon as I talked to her, as soon as I got her Shakti pot or whatever it was, my finances went to shit. Not necessarily blaming her, but I have my suspicions that there was black magic involved. So, I don't know what to do at this point. Again, you know, I haven't gotten any sort of restraining order. And if I did, I'd be very confused because, number one, I've never met her. Number two, I don't know where she lives. Number three, I have never threatened her in any sort of way. Never once. I did send her a lot of emails because I wanted to resolve the conflict about money. It was super simple. It has gotten to the level of like, this has eaten up all my time, all my money, all my fun, like everything. At the point where like, I just want to live a normal life, guys. Alright? I don't want anything to do with Nicole Brenny. And if you guys like her content, that's great. But I just remember my friend John told me, when I was first talking with Nicole, he was like, listen, do not get involved with this girl. I don't think you should. And he saw the amount of money I was paying her, and he told me, he's like, why are you wasting all your money and sending it to some chick? I was like, I don't know. I guess at that point I thought it was like what I needed for my spiritual development, because I thought Nicole was some guru or something. Reality is, you don't need any person to teach you about being spiritual. You only need yourself. And Nicole doesn't own a relationship with God that she can sell to people for money. Because, by the way, that's exactly what the Roman Catholic Church did, was sell God to people for money. I learned that you don't need to buy God. You don't need to buy love. You don't need to buy spirituality. You find that right here, in your heart. You find that in your soul. So I want to say Thank you, Nicole, for teaching me that I don't need a teacher. Thank you for teaching me that I don't need a life coach. Thank you for teaching me that I don't actually need your money. I don't need your time. I want you to know that I have learned a lot. And at the same time, I'm a little bit flattered by the fact that you were, talking about me on social media. Like, that's kind of crazy, right? So, anyway, cheers to Nicole, and as a last tribute to Nicole Brenny, what I'm going to do today is I'm going to honor her memory by drawing a random card from a random deck. So let's go. We have the cards of truth here, and we are going to draw one card, and we are going to ask the universe which card we draw for Nicole Brenny. And looks like I'll cut the deck, and it looks like I'll flip a card. We have the 3 of diamonds here. But wait a minute. As I flip the card, it changes to the queen. What does that mean, guys? I'm kidding. It doesn't mean anything, actually. This shit is just for entertainment purposes only. Anyway, remember, message to Nicole. Don't try to play God. Don't try to assume people's secret intentions. And do not be offensive and demeaning and personally attack people that are paying clients that you work for, actually. You were working for me because I paid you. This was not a romantic relationship. This was a client relationship turned situationship. Not by choice, not by my will, not by my intention. And I let you go with a full heart because I have no need for your presence in my life. And God, if we ever meet somewhere along the line, I will definitely sit you down and I will say, look, I'm going to buy your cup of coffee. I am literally going to buy you a free cup of coffee, and I'm going to sit there and I'm probably just going to, I don't know. Maybe I'll buy you a new washer machine or something like that, so you can wash your content before you put it out there and defame people. Because before you came along, Nicole, I actually used to be pretty famous. So I lost all my subscribers because of this shit. I had 500,000 subscribers on TikTok. You do not want to see the shit she posted on TikTok, alright? So just don't go there. But, anywho, guys, have a nice day, and always remember that Tiger's Eye is the one of intuition. Oh, and by the way, if you want to support my channel, just make sure to go to my website. Oh, I forgot, my website's down. I wonder why. Yeah. Let's just say, I mean no harm, but I still kinda got some beef.